Hello. So I started my lock journey. I don't know, as graduation started approaching, I was like, I think I'm gonna lock my hair back up. When I had locks before. When I combed them out, I just didn't really like the size. So yeah, I made them a lot smaller. Yeah, also another reason why I took them out and restarted them is because I wanted to do my own hair. I really felt like my locks were very spiritual, and it low-key bothered me spending so much money on getting my hair done. Now, don't get me wrong, the people who initially did my locks ate down. They really, it was a great experience, and it was very, very black. Like, they had a cookout in the backyard. It was a great experience. The shampoo they used, I will never forget that. That was the best shampoo I've ever had in my hair for my entire life. The people were super sweet. Even when I was getting my hair done, they were like, do you want something? They brought me a plate of fruit from the cookout in the backyard. I was like, this is what I love. And I unfortunately could not find them again because I was looking for them and trying to figure out if they could do my micros. So I did consider booking with them again. But also part of me wanted to do it myself because I felt like the way that they did my hair, I would have to keep going back for them to do it. Yes, I did my own retwist, but it just wasn't as good as theirs was. And it's because their parting was a specific way, and yeah, they just did such an amazing job. I could not match it, and I knew that I would have had to keep going back, and honestly they were a little bit pricey, so I did it mostly to also save money. And if I started my own locks, then I would be the only person putting my hands to my hair. So built a more spiritual connection for me and more of a connection to my hair. And also I just kind of like the process of patience, and I love the process of doing my hair, putting energy back into myself. I love things like getting ready. It takes me 30 minutes to an hour, honestly, an hour to 2 hours to get ready to go out because I really just completely enjoy the time of putting myself, pouring into myself, getting myself ready, doing my makeup and all that. So I'm gonna be honest, natural hair, straightening my hair, all of that, it's way too expensive. And not really realistic towards the lifestyle I want to live. I know I want to travel, and I know I love the freedom of just being able to go out. I remember when I was younger, I was so upset because I could never get my hair wet, and I feel like we all, as black women, we've all had that experience of not being able to get your hair wet. So yeah, I didn't want that. So that's what made me fall in love with locks to begin with, because I could get my hair wet. I could go wherever I wanted to. I can just tie it up, I can go. I don't have to do a whole routine before I go to bed. I can have a long day outside and crash and go to sleep and not be worried about feeling unpresentable when I wake up. But I also love my hair. I love my curls. So I was like, what can I do to give me the best of both worlds? Yeah, I'm just really excited for this, and I'm grateful for you guys to come and join it with me.
It is March 3rd, which is about 2 months from a year from when I first started my locks. This is what they look like now. So if you've never had locks before, I know that they look exactly like how they first started when I locked them. But what happens with locks is that they bunch up, they shrink, and then the hair wraps around it. If we take this lock, oh, that's not a good one. I have some strands where it's kind of thicker at the end from the bunching, and I did the interlock method with mine. So it's thinner at the root and then bunched at the end. That's not the best lock, but you can see some bunching here. Let me try another one. Okay, sort of here. You see how up until this point, it's interlocked. And here, this is the hair I had when I first locked it. So it has grown quite a lot. Also, when I first locked my hair, I left out my edges because I didn't want the perimeter to pull too much on my hair. My hair's already a bit thin, and my edges grew quite long and a lot thicker. So as you can see here, I've had to put my edges back into the locks around my perimeter, and I've been actively doing that just because they get really, really long. I've had to cut some of my edges, on the front here. I just trim them. I still love it. It looks exactly like how I wanted it to look. I wanted it to look like my natural hair. I feel like the length and The sizing fits perfectly for how my natural hair looks. I'm also able to curl it. When I wet my hair and I scrunch it, it gets a bit curly and messy and kind of sticks out on the sides. I'm also going to include some videos of my hair journey. Couple months. I think I try to record every month and then I skip like 2 months here and there, but it still kind of gives you some context as to how it was going. That's it for the video. That's my loc journey so far. I'm so excited to keep growing with you guys and letting you guys come along as I start this journey. As I continue on this journey. I also haven't, okay, at the end of this video, I'm gonna show a bunch of clips from what my hair looked like with my first set of locs. So thank you so much for watching. So excited to move forward, and happy loc journey.